Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Football Manager Save here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. On YouTube, you've missed the stream because it was purely a transfer stream and they are a nightmare to edit. So, rather than sit and spend 4 hours editing a 3-hour stream, I will just do a quick transfer roundup of everything we've done so far at the beginning of this episode. You can see the squad is sizable. We have had, for the first time really all save, what feels like a great window. Now, the financial situation of the club is greatly improved, and there is a rather large reason for that. Half of it sits there back on loan at the club in blue when he was in white. Felix Amalco. We sold him to Bournemouth for 1.3 million and have loaned him back. I'll just do it from the transfer hub here so it's easier to show you basically everything that's happened. So if I go back a season, so we sold, the last thing that you will have seen would have been everything that happened in January. So we sold Ebanks Landell to Wrexham for £28,500. Then we got a bid out of the blue for Tom Pearce at left back of a sizable figure that we then were able to up to about £525,000 from MK Dons in the Championship. Really surprised, out of the blue bid, that we were like, it's too good to turn down, really. Then we sold Oli Yinka to a Nigerian side, Kano Pillars. So we made some money there, totaling 1 million for the whole of last season, factoring in the other deals that were done. And then, of course, you saw us make the signing of Anthony Ralston on a pre-contract during last season. He's come in now and will start at right back for me. And we made the signing of Adam Phillips as well, who's going to come in, or has come in, and will play at Cam for me. I think start as well at Cam for me. He came from Scotland too, coming from Hearts, despite having a loan spell at Barnsley last year and actually not doing that bad at all at Barnsley, who finished mid-table. Then the big stuff happened. A couple of players left on a free that was already done. Then we got the bid from Bournemouth for Felix Amalco, who was going to be my starting goalkeeper this upcoming season, to try and get him some more growth. He did very well in his loan spell at Ebbsfleet. Had a full season there. They finished 9th in the National League and he got 14 clean sheets. So he did okay. And I was hoping in front of or behind my new back line, he'd do really well for us. But he is still going to start for me. It's just that he's now on loan. We negotiated a loan back period for a season as part of the deal. We then, after getting that deal done, had a bid for Barrington Perkins from Sheffield United of £1.5 million. So we've sold him as well. Both deals involve a percentage of profit coming to us if they end up skyrocketing in price. But that was nearly £3 million made over the space of a few days. So we haven't spent a lot of it with regards transfer fees, but we have splashed a bit in wages. Obviously, there's been a bit of a loan fee here for one of the players we brought in. So Amalco's come back on loan. Elliot Watt was a player at Bradford that we were interested in. Never pulled the trigger on to buy. They released him. They've been up and down, Bradford. They released him. They're still in League 2, but they let him go. So I've snapped him up. He's going to start in my deep-line playmaker role and hopefully be a very good player. He's only 25, so he's just coming into his peak as well, so we should see some growth from him. We picked up Declan John at left-back to replace Tom Pearce. He's older, obviously, but will certainly do a job for us for the time being. There wasn't really that much about at left-back that stood out. So Declan John will come in, and obviously we have Fraser Blake-Tracy that we can still use at left-back too. We do have Finley Armstrong, who we snapped up from Gateshead from £14,000, who is a left-back. But obviously he's not yet developed. We're trying to get him a loan deal for this season, and hopefully he can get some first-team football under his belt at a slightly higher level than the National League. Although he's done very well in the National League North and equally as well in the National League. So hopefully that progression will continue over the next couple of years, and eventually he might be our starting left-back. We signed Manny Mont on a free. He's not rapid, but in the key areas, he is very, very good. Really strong. Great jumping reach. Heading, marking and tackling, very good. Teamwork's good. Work rate's good. His positioning's good. We signed him for free. He was, well, so far in this save, all told, he's been exceptional every single season. Consistent for Walsall in this division, and they over the course of this save have come promoted from League Two, held and avoided relegation, whilst he's still got over 7 as an average rating. And then last year, they very nearly got promoted to the Championship, but missed out on the final day on an automatic spot, and then weren't able to get success in the playoffs either. So he's come in to us now and will start at centre-back. Mark Helm has come in as a backup cam. Only 23 years of age, came in for free, released by Burnley. Actually had 8 games in the Premier League last year. So really intrigued to see how he's going to grow. Not got great jumping reach, but again, everywhere else he's pretty decent. 14 passing, 12 first touch, 13 work rate, 13 teamwork. Natural fitness is exceptional, so hoping that he can be a good player for us longer term. Charlie Holmes we brought in on loan from Wolves, who can play in a number of positions. Centre mid, cam, or all the way up top as well. So he will get utilised a lot this season. Then we put in Carlos Mendes Gomez as well, of course. We've changed formation this season from a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1 that worked well for us at the end of last year, that we're hoping will kick on this year as well. So Mendes Gomez comes in and will be utilised in any number of these positions. Right mid, right wing, left wing, cam, and even at striker too. Incredible player, comes in on loan. We're paying his full wages, but that's fine. He should be exceptional for the level that we're at. And then to add a little bit more depth in defence, we've signed James Claridge on loan as well. We tried to buy him when he left Nottingham Forest. He ended up choosing Sheffield United over us, but now we've got him on loan instead. And, well, he looks just outrageous. So our starting lineup looks very strong at the moment. Obviously, we still have Scott Butler, who's going to continue on as my starting centre-back alongside Manny Mont. We have players like Xavier Simons, who's going to continue on in the midfield as a ball-winning midfielder. We have Rolando Aarons, who's been very good for me out on the left last season. Had a great year, really impressed with him. And obviously, goes without saying that Sam Smith and Harvey Nibbs are still going to be the go-to players in the forward areas. Nibbs is going to start on the right. Sam Smith is going to start at striker. Sam Smith's going to play in this right wing role as an inside forward, and should suit that position very well. So that's the state of the squad. We have brought Henry Adekoya back as well. He's transfer listed because he wanted to leave. We had some interest in him from a sizable club, but didn't match my valuation. So we could raise yet more money with him, but I'm hoping to involve him this year if we possibly can. And fingers crossed he'll be a player that we can convince to stay, and we'll be able to have another long-term player with us there. But the league season is about to start at home against Salford, and hopefully we can go off to a good start this season. Bit of a lengthy intro, I know, but drop the video a like if you're enjoying and looking forward to this next season. Do make sure you subscribe to the channel too, so that you don't miss out on any further content moving forward. Nikolai Muller is another player we could eventually sell for profit. The plan is to do that next season when he comes back, or maybe in January when he comes back from loan from Östersund. Because he's not going to get a work permit. We're just not going to be able to get him a work permit. It's no point. But he's valued very highly. So if we can sell him and make upwards of £700,000, £800,000, £900,000, then I'll be absolutely thrilled. I didn't actually want to come to this press conference, but never mind. We'll just say, yeah, it's really good. He's going to be great. Firmly believe. Bye. And then he'll be happy. Everyone will be happy. We can go and hopefully beat Salford on the opening day. Right, first game of the new season then. At home against Salford, side that came up from the league below and been challenging to try and go up again. They're continuing their own kind of RTG style save. A couple of players that have been with them for quite a while. Devante Cole scored a number of goals for them last year. I'll say we actually owe Salford after last time, and everybody's itching to try and get one over on them, so hopefully we can. There are a lot of new faces. Every season, it always takes a little while for things to start clicking because obviously there's a lot of new faces in. Hopefully those more familiar faces will help put together a decent performance. Here's Elliot Watt out wide to Ralston. Expecting a lot of him this season. Oh, is that a foul? It's going to fall. Mendes Gomez! First goal of the new season is scored by our loanee from Derby County. A goal on debut for Carlos Mendes Gomez, taking the opportunity to start ahead of Alan Phillips, who's injured. Otherwise, Mendes Gomez would probably have been on the bench. But he might just force his way into the starting line. He got tripped up initially. Picked himself up, tucked it home. 1-0 Cambridge, up the yellers. They're looking for overlaps, apparently. And they're going more attacking. Yep, they're definitely going more attacking. Bright Inabakare slams them back level. Not the best of marking, to be honest. He just loiters. And we just leave, look, he's here, we just leave him free. Just leave him free. It's not good. It's not good marking, not great defending. And they're back level. That's a lovely ball. Harvey's in. Okay, that'll do. That's how you respond. Was he onside? I think so. Lino stopped, but he's not. His flag's not up. That'll do very nicely indeed. Who was it that got the assist there? Was it Manny Mont? No, Elliot Watt. That's what he's in the tide to do. Deep line playmaker. And well, play made. He's beaten his man. Nibs is up. Oh, yes. 3-1 Cambridge. Now there's an immediate highlight. Don't tell me they're now going to go and score. They are. Jesus Christ, what is with this start to the season? We'll take that. We'll take the 3 points. Good win, lads. Would have been nice to not concede the way we did. But we bounced back within a minute to theirs. And 2 goals within 60 seconds of each other. Look. 59 and 60, and then both in the 65th minute. Well, and then Colchester away in the Carabao Cup. They did get close to coming up last year from League 2, but if these players can go out and impress me, then there is the opportunity to try and force their way into the starting lineup. It's an 11 for me that is basically full of my backup players, other than Harvey Nibbs. So we'll wait and see how they perform, but they should be able to do quite well here against Colchester, I hope. No, we'll be alright. They'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back from injury, so it's not too much of a worry monster. What is a worry, or not necessarily a worry, but annoying, is the fact that they've just gone 1-0 up. Board want us to get to the second round. I don't want to go out. Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't mind going out personally, because I would love to just solely focus on the league and not have to worry about all these bloody cup competitions. Everything that goes up on the second channel at the minute, that is a finish from Ross Thompson. We're going out of the Carabao Cup. Anything that goes up on the second channel at the minute is edited highlights from a Twitch stream. Oh, let's not lose by 3, shall we? Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Talk about a crumble late on. I don't even know how that ended up doing that round Dimmy. 90 plus 3, 90 plus 5. Well done, gents. Spectacular. Right, so with a slightly skew-whiffed starting 11, thanks to the 3 injuries and the ineligibility, we line up in a 4-4-2 or 4-3-1-2 with an asymmetrical 4-4-2 basically here away from home against Derby. Just come down from the league above. Probably going to fucking batter me, to be honest. So what I'll say is show us what you're all about. But I don't know what we're all about yet because we've got loads of new players. I could basically do with run fixtures against recently promoted sides or sides that were mid-table last year that are just falling backwards. Try and build ahead of form at the beginning of the season, but it doesn't look like we're going to have that sort of luck. We've had a bit of misfortune actually with the way that we've got picked up some not even short-term injuries, like a couple of them for like 5 to 6 weeks. Simons with a free kick. Oh, Simons with a very good free kick. I was expecting him to go over the wall. He's gone around it, keeper's side, and that is fired into the top corner. That's a world-class finish from Xavier Simons. Hoo-wee! What a finish. And no, I believe my business is done, but if we get bids for players that we aren't in a position to be able to turn down, or if QPR keep coming for Sam Smith and he becomes unsettled and I'm forced to sell, or we get a bid for Adekoya, then certainly things could change between now and the end of the window. That's a lovely ball. And they're in and they've scored. And it's very good football indeed. Derby are going to be pretty damned tough to try and get a result against, it seems. On one hand, there's two changes. There's a change of squad and the change of system. But on the other hand, because there's been so many players out, it's not like I've got a squad of players that were so used to playing one system that they fail or can't adjust to playing the new one. Adekoya gets his first goal in a Cambridge United shirt. So it might be easier for new players to come in and adapt to a new system as my old players also adapt to the new system. I'm not sure. It's really well taken by Adekoya, though. Excellent movement from him as well. And the ball by Blake Tracy first time was chef's kiss. Tidy finish. That's us 2-1 in front at Pride Park. And your Boston say there's so many Colombian wonder kids available on youth contracts. Signing them up to $1 million max, they join you worth 70 mil. That's mad. 2-2. Callum Morton again. Oh, another free kick in a very good position. Is Simon's going to replicate his finish from earlier? Yes, he is! Xavier Simons does it again! The exact same free kick twice in one game. Ha! Go on, son! I don't know if he's even got that good a free kick stat. He's just buried it for a second time. We can keep hold of possession, but we have just gifted it straight to them there. And if they equalise... Oh, which they're surely going to do now. Then it's our own fault. Horrible, horrible, horrible mistakes. Amalco shouldn't boot that because we've got options. And then we don't pick up runners. Man at the back post just drifts in. He's not even looking at the ball initially. And Ebasele just has better movement than Blake Tracy. And Derby make it 3-3. I mean, it's Derby, so I can't be too unhappy. But given the fact that we were the way that we were, with a few minutes to go, we should have won that. Toby Savin might be worth a look, to be fair, Razor. I don't know how good he is by this point in a save. Thanks for follow, Jay. So Charlton Athletic then, another side recently relegated from the league below, the league below. Apparently, the league above, I believe. Jorge Pombo scored the first goal of the entire season in the entire league so far this year. But just go out there and enjoy yourselves today, lads. Not too much in terms of expectations. Charlton are currently top of the table and presumably have won both of their opening games. They have indeed. We've won and drawn. We have conceded 5 goals in the process of winning and drawing. Yes, I am still looking to strengthen, but not going out of my way. Like I would like the only position that I would definitively, absolutely like someone of more quality is in goal. And with oh, this is really good football. Please score, good lad. That's a great goal. That's a great goal. With Jack Lancaster apparently on his way out as well, provided he agrees a contract at Queen's Park Rangers, I am going to need another winger as well. Start with. Oh, it's excellent from Elliot Watt. It's what we bought him for. That's what we bought Elliot Watt for. It's not the first time he and Harvey Nibbs have combined. They can get some praise for that because that was a really good goal. Oh, he's a goalkeeper, is he? I'll have a look, Detonator. Where you going, Declan? He's off. Oh, we might be sent off here as well. They're going down to 10 men. Charlton have a man sent. It didn't seem like that bad a challenge. Declan John just decided he wanted to run off into the distance. We'll take Xavier Simons off to avoid any yellow card for him. I tweeted out asking how do the animated emotes work on Twitch, and within 2 minutes I've had 2 DMs from people being like, I can make them for you. Charlton pull one back. Really pleased with that. That's a good win. It's a very good win. Particularly important as well to get points on the board early doors. A good start to a season is something we've never really had. We always started higgledy-piggledy, and the season that we did challenge in the playoffs, we just went on a really good run midway through the season that really kicked us on. A really good run. Let's have a look. Season 3, wasn't it? We had a bit of a dodgy start. And then from kind of mid-October onwards, we were just untouchable for a couple of months. And that's what put together our promotion campaign. See what we can do away from home against Northampton. And they've just come up. No, have they come up from the league below? I don't know. They must have done at some point in the save. But we're in Season 5 now. I'm pretty sure they were here last year as well. Dylan Barnes, Andre Burley, Sam Stubbs, John Guthrie, Ryan Clamping, CJ Hamilton. Keon Top's going to be the dangerous one. Right, let's jump in and play. But first, I actually might need to take this phone call, so bear with. Come on, Sam. Sam Smith hasn't really got going so far this season, has he? Mendes Gomez has been very good. Watch Sam Smith now get a goal. He hasn't scored yet. He hasn't necessarily adjusted too well to the sole striker role. But hopefully, once he gets used to it, the goals will start to flow. I told you he'd score now I said that. Sam Smith, Cambridge 1, Northampton 0. That'll do very nicely. Thank you, Sam. Hopefully that will kick him off now, and he'll start running game in, game out, and the goals will start to flow again. Because he's been the difference for us in any given season as to whether we will or will not challenge anywhere at the top of the table. Hopefully now we've got the players around him that will help further still, but this is the strongest squad we've had at any point in the save, without any shadow of doubt. We're definitely the strongest squad we've ever had. Could slot Sam through again. He's in again, and the keeper's going to get there. Surely not. Oh my word! The keeper clears straight into Mendes Gomez's face, and it goes in. That's an unlikely goal to score, but we'll take it. And actually, that puts us top as things stand. Slightly overhit pass, and well, how Mendes Gomez has been able to turn that home, I don't know, but we'll take it. Cambridge 2. Up the Yellers. Mendes Gomez ex Morecambe. Yes, it is Mendes Gomez ex Morecambe. Signed by Luton in real life for 525 grand. Moved on to St. Pauli for 325 2 years later. Then Derby bought him for 300 grand. We just loaned him in, and he has been so good for us so far. Holmes could be in again here. The youngster on loan from Wolves. Never mind, he's lost it. We'll win it back. Elliot Watt is... Oh, it's going to fall! Harvey! Jeeps. 3-0 up in the 11th minute. Sorry, Northampton. Not going well for you today. Second in the table, were ya? Not anymore. Let's go. That'll dink-dank do for me. I mean, you can't really ask for more from an opening 11 minutes, can you? Let's switch from positive to balanced and just see this out for the next 80 minutes. We got a free kick here. Is Xavier Simons going to do it again? 2 from a similar range against Derby County. He's done it again! He's done it again! Xavier Simons is a free kick wizard from 20 yards out. His 3rd goal of the season, our 4th of the afternoon, and it's only the 17th minute. Off the bar as well. Emphatic. This is what their manager went out in the press and said that we were unlikely to be able to stay up. Stay up, mate. At this rate, we'll go up. Simons from distance, further out this time. He's hit the bar again. With 11 free kicks, I've never had anyone be so deadly from a dead ball. That'll do nicely. A 4-0 win away from home against Northampton Town is certainly a great way to kick off your season and keep the run of good form going. And actually, Derby did concede towards the end. Mansfield pulled one back, so we go top with that win. As the transfer window is nearly closed, we go top. Elliot Watt has twisted his ankle and will be out for 4 to 6 weeks, which is not great news, to be honest. But thankfully, in that position, we do have the depth of the squad to be able to deal with it. Deadline day passes. Deadline day passes. We had the most players in with 12. Derby shipped out 17 total. So we had a rundown at the beginning of the episode where I showed you guys who'd come in and who'd gone out. Now, as a total rundown, I can show you that obviously Alan Dafford has gone on loan to Oxford City. Matt Panazar has gone out on loan to Dorking. Jack Lancaster has been sold to Queen's Park Rangers for £600,000. They came in. I wasn't necessarily open to selling, but he was like, I want to leave. So I tried to negotiate as good a fee as I could, and we were able to. And we also have managed to bring in Mikey Johnston from Celtic, or previously of Celtic, on a free, only for 10 months on £4,400 a week. If he works out, great. We've got someone we can renew a contract with and play him as much as we want long term because he's only 26. If it doesn't work out, thanks for your business, mate. We'll see you next year in a different shirt, probably. Happy with a fringe player squad role as well, which is perfect because it means I can use him as and when I want. I don't have to try and shoehorn him into the side. So far this season, I have to say I am delighted with how it's gone. We started off a little bit shaky defensively, obviously, with conceding 2 against Salford, conceding 3 against Colchester, 3 against Derby, but then only a late one against Charlton and none at all against Northampton. We could have a pretty strong season here at Cambridge United if this start to the year is anything to go by. But there's still a long way to go. Now, that's going to bring this YouTube video to a close, I'm afraid. A little bit shorter than usual, but I will be live again in a couple of days, so you get some more. You'll be seeing this probably Friday morning, actually, because I'll probably edit it Thursday whilst we've got a plumber here. So you'll be able to see me live again tonight on Friday. I'll be live over the afternoon as well with some FIFA as well. So if you want to come across and join me for that, you can. But for now, that's all for this YouTube video, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you drop the video a like. And make sure you follow me on Twitch. And I will hopefully see you at some point soon.